Hola, soy yo, Vicky, otra vez. Hope you're all well. Espero que todos estéis bien. Cosas mucho mejor aquí en España. Things are much better here in Spain. So I know you're probably getting out and about, well, if you're in Spain anyway, or in the UK, because you never really were properly locked down in the UK. But hopefully you're still finding time to study Spanish. So today we're going to look at something that I often get asked about. Can you just explain to me the difference between por and para? And I always say, no, no, not quickly, because por and para, as you'll see as we start to go through it today, is a bit like ser and estar. So there are various times we use por, various times we use para, and it's not something that has a quick explanation, let's say. So today we're going to start actually with para, first of all. What we're going to do today, in today's video, if you have the Break the Language Barrier Level 3 book, it is on page 28. If you don't have the book, don't worry, because I will put the details in the description box of, what I'm going to go through. But if you do want to buy the book, you can buy it on any Amazon site. Okay, para. So when do we use para? A quick way that I try and explain to people about por and para is para probably means more what we would think of as for than por does, because por, as we'll see when we come on to do por, has so many different meanings as well as for, whereas para maybe less. But anyway, probably best I go through the different times that we use para, and maybe that'll make a bit more sense what I'm trying to say to you. So the first time that we use para, or in the book what's listed as the first time, is for destination. So where someone or something is going to end up. So this is for the living room. That's for the kitchen. So what something is for, or that cream is for the face, yeah, or that cream is for the feet. So it's where this whatever it is going to end up. So we might say, yeah, this table is for the living room, or will be for the living room. So it's esta mesa será para el salón. So not por el salón. The second time, or how I've listed them book is with letters. So the first one was A, destination, where something's or someone's going to end up. The second one, B, is the recipient of an action. So if you're saying this book is for Juan, this present is for you. So this is the recipient, or that meat is for the dog. The recipient of an action would also be para. Then C, direction and or final travel destination. So this is the direction we're going. So for example, the train is going to Madrid. We might say the train leaves for Madrid. El tren sale para Madrid. Yeah. Or where you're going to end up. Okay, so that links up with the A, final travel destination, where you're going to end up. D is aim, purpose, or objective of an action plus the infinitive, and this would translate in English almost to in order to. So you might say, I study Spanish in order to speak. Estudio español para hablar. Estudio español para trabajar, in order to work. So although in English we don't always put in the in order to, we might just say, I study Spanish to work. But we could say in order to work. So whenever that would fit, we would use para, in order to. We use para for time limits or deadlines in the future. That's the E explanation. I need the money for Monday. Necesito el dinero para lunes. We use it to compare things to a certain standard. So he's tall for his age, or this bar is cheap for a beach bar. So it's how something normally is, a comparison to that. We would use para, not por. And the last one that's listed in the book, G or je, is opinion or personal standard. So for me, learning Spanish is very important. Para mí, aprender español es muy importante. But it might be para ti no es importante, but for you it's not important. Presuming that that's not true, if you're watching this video, it probably is important. Okay, so that's more or less in my opinion. So para él, for him, in his opinion, or para nosotros, for us, in our opinion. So those are the, how many? 7 letters, if you like, or 7 times when we would use para, when for in English, when perhaps we were wanting to say for. So in practice A, we had some sentences in Spanish that you had to translate. You have to translate into English and then decide which letter from those letters that I read out should be used. They're all para. We're not comparing por and para yet. They literally are all just para, but it's just trying to link each one with one of the reasons why we're using para. So number 1, the Spanish is tenéis que pagar la factura para el 31 de agosto. Okay, so in English that would be yous have to pay the bill by, if you like, the 31st of August. And of course that one would fit in with E, time limit or deadline in the future. Número 2. Carlos tuvo un anillo para ella. Carlos had a ring for her. And that would be B or be, recipient of an action. Enciendo la tele para ver las noticias. I turn on the TV to watch the news. I try not to do that at the moment, it's all bad news. And that would be in order to, yeah, the aim or purpose of an objective or objective, D. Este verano vamos para Inglaterra. So this summer we're going to England, and that would be direction or final travel destination. So that would be C. Número 5. Para él, María era la chica más bonita de la clase. So for him, Maria was the prettiest girl in the class. So that's opinion, his opinion or personal standard. So that will be G. Número 6. Hay que trabajar mucho para recibir buenas noticias. So it's necessary to work hard in order to receive good marks. And there you go, you've got your in order to, which is D, aim of an action. Número 7. Ana asistía a clases para cantar. Anna attended classes, or singing classes, not classes for singing, we would say singing classes. Now, that asistir verb, that is one of these false friends, because people see that and it looks like to assist, to help, but it's not, it's to attend. So, and that would be the reason or purpose of objective of action plus infinitive. Yeah, in order to have singing classes, in order to learn to sing. Número 8. Esta crema sería para la cara y esa sería para las manos. So this cream would be for the face and that one would be for the hands. And that is A, destination, where something or someone is going to end up. That's the reason. Número 9. Este café es barato para un bar en la playa. So this coffee is cheap for a bar on the beach. And that is comparison to a certain standard. Yeah, este café es barato para un bar en la playa. F. Número 10. Este papel es para envolver regalos. This paper is for wrapping up presents. So, where are we? We're in este papel es para envolver regalos. So yeah, that's the purpose of it, in order to wrap up presents. So we're looking at D. Número 11, para nosotros ir al cine los sábados es estupendo. For us, going to the cinema on a Saturday is great. That's personal standard opinion, G. Número 13, había mucha lluvia para primavera. There was a lot of rain for spring. So that's comparison to a certain standard. Y después, número 14, para mí el calor es mejor que el frío. So for me, the heat is better than the cold, and that is comparison to a certain standard again. So that's F. No, para mí is opinion or personal standard, sorry. So that is G. Número 15. Deberías comprar flores para tu novia el día 14 de febrero. Eso sí es muy importante. So you should buy flowers for your girlfriend on the 14th of February. Número 16. And that is recipient of an action, because your girlfriend will be the recipient of the action, which is B. Number 16. Esto es para lavar la ropa. So this is for washing the clothes, and that is the purpose of something, the aim or purpose. So this is in order to wash the clothes. Número 17. Tengo trabajo para el año que viene. So that is, I have work for the coming year or for next year. And that is a time limit or deadline in the future. So that is E. Número 18. Salimos para la oficina a las 9. So that is, we are going to the office, or we're leaving for the office at 9. So that is your final travel destination, which is C. And then we have number 19, número 19. Esta silla será para el patio. This chair will be for the patio. And that is the destination again, A, where something is going to end up. So that's A. And número 20, José es muy inteligente para un niño de 11 años. So Jose is very intelligent for a child or a boy of 11. So that is a comparison to a certain standard, and that is F. Okay, so then in practice B, you had a sentence in English that you had to translate into Spanish, and again decide which letter it refers to. So number 1, número 1. This house is perfect for us. So esta casa es perfecta para nosotros. And it's perfect for us, so it's our opinion, so it's G. We needed a new table for the dining room. So necesitábamos, or you could say necesitamos, you could use preterite or imperfect. Una mesa nueva, a new table, para el salón. So that fits into A, where something or someone is going to end up. Número 3. It is not important to have a car for some people. So, no es importante tener coche para alguna gente o algunas personas. También puedes decir. And that is opinion. So that's G. A ver, número 4. These shoes will be for walking in the country. So, estos zapatos serán, will be, para andar en el campo. ¿Vale? So, these shoes will be for walking in the country. Vale. And that is what they're for. So, that is their aim or purpose, D. Número 5. They have to read the book by Thursday. So, tienen que, they have to, leer el libro para jueves or el jueves. So, that is a deadline, E. So, the dog's photobombing the video again, but bueno. So that's totally distracted me. So número 6, he went to the bar to forget his problems, as we all do. So, fui al bar para olvidar sus problemas. So that's again aim or purpose of an action. So that is D. They left, número 7, they left for America yesterday. So, salieron para America ayer. Yeah, they left for America yesterday. Salieron para America o para los Estados Unidos ayer. Número 8. Are you studying to be an accountant? So, are you studying? Estudias para ser contable o just para contable. También puedes decir. That is D, aim, purpose of an action. Número 9. He was very polite for a teenager. So that would be era muy cortés para un adolescente. Número 10. Will you be able to write the letter for Tuesday? So that is podrás. Will you be able? Oh, did I say he was very polite for a teenager is a comparison to a certain standard, F. So, número 10. Will you be able to write the letter for Tuesday? So, podrás escribir la carta para martes. And will you be able, that is time limit, deadline. So that will be E. And número 11, this meat is for the dogs. Esta carne es para los perros. And that is recipient of an action, B. And then for me, I prefer the red car, but for him, he prefers the black. So that would be para mí, prefiero el coche rojo, pero para él, prefiere el negro. And that is opinion or personal standard, G. Número 13, she worked on Sundays in order to earn more money. This is imperfect because it was more than one Sunday, presumably. So, trabajaba los domingos para ganar más dinero. And that was the aim, purpose, or objective, D. And then number 14, número 14, what time do you leave for work? ¿A qué hora sales para trabajar or para el trabajo? And that would be direction or final travel destination because you're going to work. And of course then that will be C. So, ¿a qué hora sales al trabajo? Okay, sales para el trabajo. Okay, so that's just para. So that's, you can see that just the para is relatively complicated. It's not just as easy as thinking whenever saying you say for. When we come to do por in the next video, you see it's even more complicated. So the thing about por and para is a bit like ser and esta. You have to practice it, learn the rules, and at first it'll be like, oh my goodness. But eventually it either sounds right or not. And there will always be some that you're not 100% certain about. But again, like ser and esta, sometimes if depending on whether you use por or para, it changes the meaning of what you're saying, and we will be looking at examples of that. So it is important to get it right, because sometimes you use por, it means one thing, you use para, it means something completely different, just the same with ser and esta. Okay, muy bien. So as I say, if you don't have the book but you'd like to buy the book, it's on any Amazon site along with the other levels, level 1, level 2, level 4. Also, the bilingual storybooks, they're somewhere on Amazon too. If you have bought a book and found it useful, I would really appreciate a review on Amazon if you can find the time to do it, because apparently it changes the algorithms and raises your profile to appear more, when people are looking for books to learn Spanish. Anyone who that was the other thing I wanted to say. I am completely revising and updating the level 1 book currently, which I'm hoping will be finished by September, and anyone who writes me a review will receive a free copy of the new updated version, totally free. So if you're thinking of buying a level 1 book, buy one by all means, because you will get the updated version free. I am doing Zoom classes at the moment. You can find all those details on the website. All the details of the website, etc., are in the description box. If you've found this video useful, please give me a thumbs up. And if this is the first time you've come to this channel and you'd like to receive updates of upcoming videos, I try to do at least 1, if not 2 videos a week, depending on what's going on, obviously. Soon I'll be starting regular classes again, which is great, because as much as the Zoom classes are great too, but starting the semi-intensive and full intensive courses from September, all those details are on the website. And yes, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and you'll receive all details of upcoming videos. So thank you very much, y te veo en el próximo video. Muchas gracias.